Hello and welcome.
I've got two problems this week.
What was that?
I'm excited to tell you about that.
Hello, welcome to Gotaproblemmate podcast, the podcast where we, the hosts, I'm Bilal Zafar, that's Joey Page. He's from Bexley Heath. We solve your problems and the guest problems. If you want to get your problems in, gotaproblemmate@gmail.com. If you're watching on YouTube and that, please do the liking and also a subscribe would be good because we need 1,000 so we can monetize.
Also, if you press subscribe, it doesn't make any difference to your day.
It literally doesn't.
It doesn't. Which means our videos come up a bit quicker on when you go on your YouTube. Sorry about that.
And you can turn notifications on for when they come out or not.
Or not. We don't need you to send notifications on, bruv. We just need you to subscribe.
Bruv.
Yeah, I just give that a go.
How are you doing?
Well, I want to tell you about something that's gonna rock your world, Bilal.
Yeah.
Ever been to a spa?
Yeah, I
Not
have.
the shop, to like a...
Both. I've been to both.
Have you been to a naked spa?
No.
Oh, God.
Why?
I went to a naked spa
Where?
this week. Huh?
Where?
In the south of England,
Oh dear.
right? I didn't really do the research on it. Just it was a good deal. And I've been in a naked spa before. I went by accident, right, before. I was in Berlin in Germany. Right?
Yeah, I know where Berlin.
Yeah. I was in Berlin in Germany, right? And
Okay.
I went in, and the guy said no trunks, so I had to like, and you know, after a while you get used to
Northern
the fact
man
that you get used to it really quickly, right?
Yeah, sure.
I didn't think when I was in that one that it was a particularly kind of sexy sauna. Yeah, this one, because it's a sauna, it's a steam room, it's got plunge pools, it's like a normal health spa, and then this man came in and sat down, and he was like, have you been here before? And I was like, no, here we go. And I think he was trying to chat me up.
Oh. Well, you are a sexy boy.
And he was like, how long? I was in the steam room. He said, how long do you think it took them to tile this room? And I was like, don't talk to me about
What?
And he went, and I didn't want to be like, I've never been here before, so I didn't want to be like, the fresh meat's here for the sex club or whatever, right? So I said, I came here once some other time. And then he was like, have you been to the one in Kentish Town?
You're both naked?
Called Rio. Everyone's naked.
Right.
He's like, have you been to the one in Kentish Town called Rio? And I know that is a sex one because I used to live near it. And I was like, oh no, this, in the words of Alan Partridge, these are sex people, Lynn.
Yeah, yeah.
But I was giving very short shrift, and he still kept talking to me.
Yeah.
And then later on, another guy started talking to me, and he said the same thing. Have you been here before? It's like that literally, do you come here often thing. I felt very uncomfortable in there. And then I walked around the corner, and they're all in the hot tub together.
They're trying to rizz you.
Just like all chatting and laughing. I was like, no, I've got to get out of here. So that's my week.
How long do you think it took them to tile this room? That's such a weird
And
thing
actually,
to say.
because I told my bathroom, I know, but I went, don't know, mate. I was like,
Yeah.
don't know. I did know.
You knew exactly.
I'm still tiling my bathroom. I've been doing it for like 3 years. It's the worst job on the planet.
Right.
So anyway, that's my how am I?
Bloody hell, man. That's intense.
I'm haunted by man's advances.
Yeah, so you went to a naked sauna by yourself. Why did you do this?
To relax. I needed to have like a little sauna steam room time. It was the only one that was open on Sunday nearby, and I thought it was in a reasonable price range. And I thought, I've been naked before. I don't care.
Well, I'm sorry that happened.
They're doing 2 for what? Do you want to come?
Yeah.
We're going to do the next episode from inside the...
Yeah, I want to ask.
And do you know what's mad?
Yeah.
There's like a relaxation room, like just like a kind of like breakout room, for want of a better word, with like some sofas in it and stuff, and a bar. But you can't buy alcohol, buy soft drinks, and they had a special on Greek salad. Who's going to this?
What, you said they're naked?
Well, no, you can put a like robe on or whatever for that. Other you have your towel wrapped around you.
Yeah, it's bad manners, isn't it?
But who's having a Greek salad at a naked sex spa?
Man,
That's not even my problem. I've got 2 problems this week.
Okay.
But how's your week been?
It's been okay. Mm-hmm. Trying to get back into the streaming on the Twitch and stuff. I'm doing less gigs where I have to travel too much.
It's what wimps do, Twitch.
Is it?
It's for wimps.
You've got many people that watch this that loved you on Twitch in lockdown. He likes to pretend he didn't do it. But you did.
Now I've moved on to bigger and better things. Real life.
Yeah, sitting in a naked spa talking about tiles. Can I introduce the guest?
Yes, I think we should.
He's waited long enough. Today's guest, everybody, a very creative mind and soul and body. He's someone I've gigged with a bunch of times. Very interesting. Always doing very interesting things.
Like what?
That sounds like not real praise, doesn't it?
Like
saying
what?
interesting.
What?
Like he really flipping goes for it at these new material nights in a way that I've not seen before, which I've done a bunch of those with him. He had an amazing time at the Edinburgh Fringe International Festivale. He had a great time there. He's directed a show that I was just in as a one-off thing. He's doing all sorts of stuff. And, he was also involved in the care home tour we talked to our last guest about.
Last week?
Yeah, last week.
Just now?
No. We go through all the effort of getting changed. He tied his hair up. Everyone, today's guest, Ben Targét.
Hi.
I've been hungover 3 episodes in a row.
Well, it's great to be here. Thanks.
Thank you so much for joining us. Do you want to do an intro as well? He's got a little...
The critically acclaimed star of the Edinburgh and Soho Theatre show, Lorenzo. And also Leicester Mercury Comedy Award winner 2011. He's been doing stand-up.
Back in the day.
He's been doing stand-up, or a version of stand-up. I wouldn't call you, obviously, straight stand-up because you're so avant-garde is the word I'm going to use. For about as long as me. We've been going about the same amount of time. But I know not massive amounts. I feel like you're somebody I should have been much better friends with throughout my career, and I haven't really ever... crossed paths with you.
You were the first ever. You were on the first ever stand-up gig I ever saw.
Wow.
It was you.
I'm sorry.
Ivo Graham.
Yeah.
Chris Quayle, who's now an agent.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I didn't know you did comedy.
Yeah.
Are we allowed to say that?
Yeah.
I think so.
Great.
It happened.
Is that liable?
It happened. Yeah.
It happened.
State secret.
What gig was this?
I think this was probably a So You Think You're Funny heat. Round 1.
You
possibly.
went to watch that?
Yeah.
Wow.
I did. Not
Joey
get
was
through.
great.
Yeah.
He did a whole.
I didn't get
He did
through
like
that.
you did a play between 2 pencils.
Oh my God. I'm
I
trying
loved
to get away from this.
I genuinely
stuff.
loved
No,
it.
I'm joking.
He's
Trying
trying
to
to
get away
wipe
from
out all the stuff he's done in the past.
Yeah, that's how you stay relevant. I'm like Paul Weller.
Yeah. It's like
He never
Paul
looks
Weller.
back.
Yeah,
Like a shark, he never
he's
stops
trying to
swimming.
pretend he never streamed on Twitch, never did any like
I do jokes.
surreal
I do
stand-up.
jokes about class and coffee shops now, and British moaning about how British Airways are so shit.
He's trying to get on Britain's Got Talent.
Wow. That's quite the 180.
Then before we begin,
Yeah.
I have to do a feature very quickly, which is called Vet the Guest /CRB check.
Go for it.
I'm going to ask you 6 questions,
Yeah.
and you're going to get a score, and we're going to decide if you can stay on the podcast right to end.
But also, I might have like a murky history. You don't
probably
want this episode to be cancelled in like 2
I
weeks'
don't
time.
think it's going to come out knowing the style of questions that have come before. I think you're probably going to be fine.
I don't have a murky history. I'm
Question.
vanilla.
Are you flirting with him?
Yeah.
Like the men in the sauna?
I'm here to do the rest of your tiles.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Thank you. Can you tile?
Yeah.
Yeah. I could tile.
Once you've been to more than one of those saunas, you pick up the skills.
Yeah. Right. Grouting.
Yeah.
It's called grouting. The kids are calling it grouting.
Naked grouting.
Please answer these questions concisely. You can have a little chat around them, but Okay. Question number 1. Any reality TV?
None.
Really?
Avoid it like the plague.
Oh, Married
Even
at First
watching
Sight is
it.
good. Question number 2. Favorite mushroom?
Ooh, it's probably just the simple ones, the classic, the button ones.
Not a chanterelle.
What's
I
that?
don't know. I just wanted to say it because I know it's a type.
Is it?
Word to say.
Although
Not
I
oyster
was
mushrooms.
oyster mushrooms are nice.
I like
portobello
chestnut.
mushrooms and
I
chestnut.
like chestnut mushrooms a lot,
Yeah.
and they're quite cheap.
They're
Magic.
great. 99p for a punnet. They're nice. I like the color of them, the shade.
Okay.
The chestnuts.
So
yeah.
what's your favorite?
I'm going to go chestnut.
Okay.
Yeah, gang
I
Not
score
bad.
on the chestnut.
Not bad guess.
But I'm going to give away.
I used to work as a kitchen porter, and one night I finished, and a customer gave me some mushrooms in a packet. And I really like mushrooms. And
that
I ate.
they'd picked.
Well, they didn't explain.
Oh.
And I ate them, and then I went home higher than I've ever been in my life.
No, how
Yeah.
many?
I ate like the whole packet. I was tripping for about 8 hours. It was good.
Was it?
great.
Were you not scared?
Well, I kind of clocked what they were once the rush happened.
Right, but that's a lot, isn't it?
It is a lot, and I probably shouldn't have, but
Yeah.
it's the way it goes sometimes.
That's the way
you
it
know?
goes.
Were you not disappointed you wasted it all in one go?
I was a bit disappointed that I didn't sort of use them in some cooking.
Can you do that?
I had a very similar thing where I ate a load of Haribo eggs thinking they were real eggs.
What?
So anyway, question number 3.
Yeah, sorry.
Would you kill a very bad man for $1 million?
Not $1 million, but enough money to keep my family safe and out of whatever carnage happened post-killing
Okay,
for
so
the rest
you would.
of their lives. $1 million's not going to go that far, is it?
Depends on how you. If you buy like a load of housing up in Grimsby, probably.
Right. Grimsby, and we only eat Haribo eggs.
Yeah.
$1 million will be fine.
Yeah.
I could probably buy a street.
Yeah.
Question number 4. What's your sleep routine?
Terrible.
Oh.
I don't sleep.
Have any?
I don't sleep till about 2,
Yeah, I'm kind of the same.
and I pretty much get up at 8 every day.
What?
And then if I'm working,
Yeah.
I don't sleep till 4.
Do you sleep in silence or do you listen to a YouTube video essay about Mortal Kombat?
Yeah, very much.
Yeah.
Raiden's my favorite character.
Is he?
Yeah. I think anyone who can just like Superman across the screen.
I like Raiden.
Yeah.
Do you still play those games at all? I don't really. I'm not very
Play
good.
Super Mario.
Okay.
Yeah.
Question number 5. Do you remember Bodger and Badger?
Never saw it.
Oh, that was a
Bodger
pain in the
Badger.
arse. Yeah.
I remember
Too much shouting.
He likes mashed potato.
Which, ironically, for my presenting style, too
Yeah.
much shouting.
And finally, question number 6 of these Vet the Guest CRB check. Ethically, was it right what they did to Mussolini's body?
What did they do?
Left
I
it
didn't-
like in the town square for people to do whatever they wanted to.
hanging, and he was sort of
Lots,
pulled apart,
man.
right?
No, not quite.
No, not quite.
Just like, it's bad. What do you think about that?
I mean,
get
he
quite
was
sexy there for it.
dead when they did it to his body, so he
that's
wouldn't
the
have
thing.
minded too much.
What did you say?
Did people get quite sexy with it?
Nah, they weed on it and stuff.
Yeah,
It's
right,
pretty
yeah.
bad.
Right.
And then, right? I don't
Would
know
you,
if it
I would
got,
have done a play. I would have done one of my old school plays.
What?
I don't know if it got. I don't know if he was in an unmarked grave eventually, but some fascists
Yeah.
dug him up and like kept hold of it, and then apparently it was like
Why?
getting
For
passed around
what?
between these different fascist groups. For
But-
fun?
Why? But that's
I was
so
hoping you'd
weird.
be able to explain.
I'm not a fascist.
No?
I'm sorry.
Oh.
Yeah.
And now there's
I've also
like
never
a-
kept anything's body.
Oh yeah.
I sort of have a mantra of learn to let go.
Now
You gotta
there's
let
like a
go.
shrine and
So you're
fascists
not a
go
hoarder.
there.
Not a hoarder at all.
They
No.
go there at a certain time of the year and celebrate Mussolini. That shouldn't be allowed.
No, that should be banned. But if you banned it, then it would make it more a thing that people would want to do, right?
Would it?
Yeah,
But they don't have a Hitler one.
that's right. They've raised everything.
Hmm.
Tricky.
Okay, how did he do?
You scored 3,200, which means you pass.
Great.
And you can now speak to Joey Page.
Okay.
Hello,
Hi, Joe.
Ben.
Good to see you.
Now, I know that you have. You said that you listened to a recent episode.
Mm-hmm.
Before we get into the next part of the show, which is new, which wasn't on the one that you listened to, there's going to be a feature all about you.
Nice.
Okay. Before we get to that, you know, we asked for people to send feedback.
Yeah.
Someone's actually sent in some feedback, and I would encourage you to do the same. At
I don't know what that one
what are
is.
you doing?
What is that?
If you see these dogs in your front,
These are meme sounds for
No,
youngsters.
you tried this. I'm going to set up the sound effects board.
Do you mind if
That's
I
good.
very briefly blow my nose? Sorry.
Please
Yeah.
do. I'll play a
I've
sound
got that
over
thing
the
of
top.
like, you know, the cold November drip.
Yeah, I
Because
know.
I've got quite a big nose. It just
it's
sort
not
of
that.
becomes like a vat.
Does it matter the size of the nose according to the...
Sorry.
Would you get your
How was
buccal
that for a
fat
sound
removed?
effect?
That was a good sound. It's better than any of the ones he's
Okay.
been.
Would
Right. Anyway, Kim has been in touch.
Kim.
Yeah, and said, "Holy cow, This is from a couple of episodes back when we were talking about the curries. Remember
Yeah.
when the audience member got in touch with about their girlfriend wanted to order proper.
Yeah.
Boyfriend wanted to order normal curry and the girlfriend wanted to order from posh Holy Cow place.
Yeah.
Kim has said, Holy Cow is the fucking best. Full stop. Fact. Full stop. Issue a retraction.
Is this Kim Cattrall?
We didn't insult Holy Cow. What the
No, but I think we decided just get a normal curry.
Yeah. Tell them shut up. Reply, say shut
No,
up.
you say it into the camera.
Shut up.
Wow.
Because I know what I'm talking about this stuff.
Okay.
All right, shove it up you.
All right. Anyway, it's now time to do...
Did they say the name of the restaurant last time? I thought they just said...
say that. We said
Okay,
that, yeah.
all right, well... Sure.
Okay, so this feature is called Guest to Impress.
You excited?
I'm excited, guys.
And this is called Hit the Target. I've been on the Target website, and I'm going to just read out
the
some
shop
items, yeah?
Or my website.
No, no, because you're Targét, no?
Could be.
Could be.
Yeah.
Which is... That's linked to my problem. We'll get to that in a bit. Targét. But I've been to the Target. I'm going to read you some items, and we're going to see if you can guess how much. It's basically like higher or lower. You've
Okay.
got to decide.
In dollars?
In dollars, yes.
In dollars.
Okay. So.
Let's see how you do.
New Zealand dollars?
American.
American.
At $1.19 a pound, what is the max... that you will pay for a honeysuckle white whole bird frozen turkey, 10 to 18 pounds.
I'm going to say $19 US.
Wow! But $19.04 is the most you will pay at $1.19 a pound. So
you gave him the maths to do,
doesn't
right?
matter.
Oh, okay, I didn't know, because he just had to work it out.
Okay, so higher or lower at the Target?
Okay, good.
Yeah?
Okay.
Just getting us started.
Right.
A Butterball Premium All Natural Young Turkey. Higher or lower than $19.04?
I'm going to go higher. We've got the word natural in there.
Wow, $35.76.
He knows his targets.
Next turkey. No, they're not all turkeys. It's just because it's Thanksgiving over there, isn't it?
Is it?
It's just
Christmas.
past.
It's gonna be Christmas,
It's just
right?
past Thanksgiving. So these
Isn't
are
it
probably
the 25th of November? It's just past when this comes
these
out.
are probably all discounted somewhat.
Okay, next item. L'Oreal Paris Infallible up to 24-hour fresh wear foundation in a powder.
It's good stuff.
Higher or lower than the $35 bird?
I'm going to say it's lower than the $35 bird because it's a powder.
Would you like to make a guess? You are correct, but for a bonus...
26.
It's lower than that, but you still got it right. You said lower. It's $13.99.
Wow, that's a bargain.
Hit the target. Ben Target. Starbucks Holiday Blend Nespresso pods. For a Nespresso Virtuo machine.
You got a coffee machine?
I don't. No.
I do.
Do you?
Yeah,
Is it one of those fancy ones?
It's okay.
Is it a pod?
Yeah, it's pods, but it's the bigger round ones now.
Pods for your podcast.
Pods for the podcast.
I'm going to say it's higher than $13. 16, 17.
It's $11.49.
Well, Starbucks have
It's got a 4-star rating on Target. I wonder why it's not 5.
A Squishmallows jumbo 24-inch
I love how
takeout noodles character.
I love how words in a row make Joey laugh. Just words.
Yeah, I'm a very happy man.
Noodles. I reckon it's cheap.
No, but this is right. So I'm going to show you what this actually is because I've not really described that very well. But that's just what the.
I'm going to go $6.99.
No, don't even wait.
Okay.
Have a look at it.
Through the back of your laptop.
No,
You don't know what a squashmallow is.
You don't know what a squishmallow is.
Squishmallow.
Sounds like marshmallow. Are these noodles made of the marshmallow?
They're not noodles.
They're not noodles. It's a squishmallow. So it's that.
Oh, wow.
It's like a plush.
I reckon that's cheap. It's probably polyester stuffed with some plastic.
It's an official Kelly toy plush. Squishy ramen stuffed animal toy.
$8.99.
Incorrect. $59.99.
What? How is that more expensive than a bird that was alive and fed and cared for?
I don't know. Doesn't that tell you everything about
How our
commerce and
society is
capitalism?
crumbling.
And finally, Hunt for a Killer. Nancy Drew. Mystery at Magnolia Gardens board game.
Board games are expensive. 64.
No, you started so well and then
Yeah, I was on target at the
you
beginning.
was on target and now you're off
Off
target.
Nowhere near the bullseye.
$29.99. Who is Nancy Drew?
Don't know.
Okay.
Sounds familiar.
Yeah.
You know Nancy Drew?
No. Cartoon Network character?
Maybe.
This is exactly why I bring the laptop.
Okay.
Yeah, he's always Googling away.
Oh. Created by the publisher Edward Stratmeyer as the female counterpart to his Hardy Boys series. The character first appeared in the Nancy Drew mysteries in 1930.
Oh.
Still going strong.
Yeah, and she's got her own murder mystery board game.
Who's making the money off that, though? I mean...
If you rang me up
Yep.
and said, come round for a murder mystery night, do you know what I would say?
Yes, please.
I'd say, get fucked. Sounds like the worst night of all time.
What if Bilal threw in
I've got
it's
nothing to put in the
it's a
jar
Nancy
today.
Drew mystery night? Would you change your get fucked?
Yeah, still.
Put the watch in. Thank you. That's going towards a bigger jar.
Yeah. So,
Well, thank you for joining us and thank you for taking part in the quickfire CRB check questions and also,
guess to impress.
what was it called? Hit the target?
Hit the target.
Hit the target. You've done phenomenally well.
Thank you. I feel quite
Yeah.
blessed
Yeah. You've
by
done,
this welcome.
You've
So
absolutely
many
nailed it
levels.
thus far.
Yeah.
What have you been up to of late?
What I've been up to
what's
of
going on?
late.
Yeah, what's happening?
Well, I just did 3 weeks at the Soho Theatre, so I'm sort of resting now.
That's a long time.
Yeah, it was
I'm sorry,
long.
I didn't know.
What was you doing there?
I did my show
No, I'm
Lorenzo.
Did you do it for 3 weeks?
Did it for
mad,
3
isn't it?
weeks.
That's a West End run. That's a run, boy.
You had a coffee, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
He had a coffee and a sandwich. He takes a very long time to pick a sandwich.
Oh,
by
I
the way.
do. I'm bamboozled by the choices.
I
in the
don't
Tesco.
know. I'm waiting outside for ages.
What did you go for in the end?
I
Was this a
it
meal
was
deal?
really nice, but it was not good for me.
Oh.
It was a deli
it?
meats soft white roll sub.
Okay.
And then I was like, what do I get in the meal deal? The rest of it, and I just thought I can't be bothered, so I just bought the sandwich.
So you paid like full whack for the sandwich without the
$2.80 or it's
Yeah.
$3.80 with the other bits. I was like,
If you had to go for a
if
meal
they'd
deal,
have had a Red Bull, because I'm such like a road hog these days, I would have took that in my bag for when
Yeah.
I'm in the car late night driving. But they didn't, and I was like, oh, and I don't want this. I don't want any crisps. I don't want this damn fruit. So I thought I'd just get the sandwich.
You don't do many tweets, do you?
no, not an
Did
avid
you tweet about your
tweeter.
show?
I probably tweeted once a day.
I didn't know you were doing it. I feel bad for not coming. I mean, not that it matters because you had plenty of people come.
Yeah,
And you
Did it
for
sell very
3
well?
weeks.
Yeah, all
it
good?
did. It sold out.
Fantastic!
Outrageous.
Oh my god, 3 weeks. That's brilliant.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
So hang on, let me get this straight.
Yeah,
Hang on, sorry. This guy comes on here,
Yeah.
right? He comes on here,
yeah.
doesn't do any promo for his damn show,
No.
sells out 3 weeks of. I do so many Instagram posts and tweets.
Is that your best?
My stomach has to say.
I don't know if the mic picked up his
I don't
belly
think it
rumble,
did.
but the timing was really good.
That was the best sound
He
effect
was like,
yet.
I do so many Instagram.
What's your secret then?
Just
You gotta have a niche community that digs what you're into,
Mm.
and for me, it's grouting. I'm big in the tile community.
You just did. So you had a very good Edinburgh run.
Yeah.
And is that what you think helps?
I think
lots of
so.
hype.
Sold out 4 weeks at Edinburgh, then got back, did the 3 weeks, and I think the people who missed out the first time came the second time. But I'm gonna put it on again for a week just for you, so you can have
When? Do you know? yet?
September
Nah.
next year.
Are you really doing it in September next year? Wow, I didn't know they booked that far ahead.
Because I'm going on tour in between.
Oh, yeah.
Are you taking that show on tour?
Yeah.
Have you got all your dates booked for the tour?
We're going to New York in April.
Oh,
We're going to
scumbag.
Vancouver in January.
Oh, you piece of trash.
Are you going to Brighton?
Yeah, maybe.
I know a lovely spa there.
Do you?
Don't go to the spa with Joey,
Okay.
please. It's
I don't.
Did I
dirty
tell you
boy.
about when I went to the Berlin one
Yeah.
with the old man?
Yeah, you talked about that on this podcast.
On this podcast.
Yeah.
I have actually. I remember. Been
Yeah.
doing the podcast for so long now.
I didn't realize you were such a spa aficionado.
I'm not really, but do you know where it started? When I was gigging and you're away for like the whole weekend.
Yeah.
It's like, well, what are you gonna do in the day? And it's like, oh, you could pay to go and pay for a spa day and get a whole day just in the hot tub, steamer and pool, chill out.
That's nice.
Quite nice.
You getting your show filmed?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe when.
should.
Maybe at the end of.
I
Look,
think
these guys
it's-
will do it. Look at these cameras. They'll film
We
it.
got
right
cameras.
Now. We'll film it right now.
Do you want to do it?
Yeah, I could do
No.
that.
I feel like the fact that there's so many comedians that do great shows at the Fringe or whatever, and then they're just lost forever because they're
Yeah.
not filmed. Now, I know that sort of 10 years ago, very expensive to get things filmed. Now, it's easy.
Just get the audience to do it all on their iPhone.
Yeah, it's fine.
Cut that
together.
Yeah.
But you're the kind of guy who could make that work.
Yeah.
That's like a concept that no one's done.
Yeah, multicam.
We
Have
won't
you-
put this episode out till you've done that, by the way.
We're not putting this out full stop. Excuse me.
We're just here for a nice chat.
When you're very, very creative, I feel like you're quite a unique performer. What were you like when you started? Were you trying to be a bit more of something else?
When I started, I thought it'd be really funny to do the comedy that no one else wanted to do, which was prop comedy.
Really?
Yeah, you know, Carrot
Yeah,
Top,
loads of
he was 90s.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
tried
yeah.
to bring prop comedy back in
That's a
about
lot of effort, isn't it?
2010. It worked for about 6 months, and then I had to learn how to
Can
do
you give us any examples that you remember?
Yeah,
Of a prop bit?
I had a joke I was quite fond of when I said to an audience member, I heard it's your birthday. I've bought you a cake. But the problem is the cake's really small, and I'd bring out a tiny cake, and it's really small because I spent all the money on a candle, and then I'd bring out like one of those giant church candles and crush the cake.
Oh.
People
is
quite
funny.
like that.
Yeah. That's fun.
Yeah.
Why don't you do some of that?
Huh?
Something
You
nice
did my
like
prop
that.
stuff, didn't I?
We're trying to get him on Britain's Got Talent, right?
You do
And
so
I think
well.
that would be perfect.
Crush
it to Simon.
A mini Simon with a
Yeah,
big
get
candle.
Simon Cowell, that's great.
Yeah.
I think
And
what you
Def
should
would be like,
what you should
backstage.
do
Mm.
is get a hot tub on wheels
Oh.
and be wheeled in and just do stand up in the hot tub with a mic and have like 4 or 5 other people in the tub with you that don't say anything. I reckon you'd go far with that.
He's got to pay them.
Yeah, the overheads are high for that.
Yeah, it's
I
true.
don't
He's not going to make any money.
You can't tour that. That's
No.
hard to tour.
So, tell us about the show that neither me and Bilal have seen that has done a massive 3-week
Let's
run. at
face it,
Soho
we're not going
Theatre.
to see it. We're pretending.
No, but basically, I'm going right around the houses and being very nice without saying, "What's so good about this bloody show?" Then Ben.
Yeah, why is it better than Joey Page?
No, but
It's not better than Joe.
What makes you think you're better than Joey Page? Because he works very hard.
He works hard. He's got better hair than me. He's dressed better than me.
That's a nice top, by the way.
that is a very nice top.
It's quite futuristic, you know.
Is it? It feels like quite a basic like
You look
gym
like you're in a
top.
Black Mirror
Classic
episode.
Ben Targét is wearing a jumper with an avant-garde pocket.
The
It's not really
pockets
a
on the
pocket.
inside.
Yeah, see what I mean?
Wait, what?
Yeah, the pockets on the inside. So
What do you mean?
You can go to the gym and put your cards in there and it'll be safe.
If you put that on inside out, tell the truth.
I've put this on inside out. It's actually it goes both
Wait, he's
ways.
wearing another jumper under a jumper. Is this another prop bit?
Whoa.
It goes both ways.
Is it supposed to go both
Yeah.
ways? Wait, what?
Now the pockets on the outside. What? That's the kind of comedy I'm into. You know, just reveal after reveal, but physical.
Even his clothes are funny.
Yeah, you don't have anything like that.
Yeah, but I want to know more about the show.
The show is about the year and a bit that I spent looking after an 80-year-old man during lockdown. So I moved into his house and took care of him. And it's just about our friendship.
And who is he to you?
He was a guy called Lorenzo,
Yeah.
the title of the show. And he looked after me when I was a really young kid,
Oh.
growing up in this big, wild family. And he got back in touch and was like, I'm not in a good place. So I moved in. And the show sort of looks at the reciprocal nature of care. But it also touches upon when I was a teenager working in care homes, which I know you've done, and also Pope, your other guest.
Yeah.
Him and I
Last week.
Last week today. We co-founded the
Yes, we recorded
care
every
home
week.
tour together. Yeah.
Last week today. A week ago today.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry, go on.
Yeah, Pope and I co-founded the care home tour where we went into care homes with stand-up. And it just touches upon all those worlds.
Yeah.
And I think people liked it because I think it's like a topic that is slowly becoming zeitgeisty.
Yeah,
Our
it is.
generation having to look after the older generation, but also knowing like
Lots of films and TV stuff about dementia now. We
Yeah.
were talking about this the other
The
week,
Father?
weren't we? The Father, very
With
good film. You
Hopkins.
seen it?
It's good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is it a
Yeah.
film?
Yes.
I've not seen it.
No, he hasn't seen any films. He's only seen, was it Toy Story?
Oh, I saw the new Toy Story the other day. 4.
What?
My nephew. He loves it.
That's very sweet.
I'm gonna have to take this nicotine patch out.
Okay.
Oh, you still got it in?
Yeah, I'm quite high now.
Yeah, I could tell there was something up with you. Yeah. Your nose is bleeding a lot.
Having palpitations.
That sounds great. But I do think like I do have this thing where like the amount of comics that do great shows and they're never filmed or even the audio isn't recorded and it's like it's gone forever.
It's
Please film
devastating,
it.
isn't it?
The problem is I know that filming
I did 10 shows. I've only probably recorded about 2 of them.
but no one ever used to record them.
Oh.
Like now it's a lot easier. and
I could just
cheaper,
dig
right?
that material back up.
Could you?
I mean, no, it doesn't suit my
Nah,
style.
no, but also it's really hard, isn't it? Once you've done a show, even like a year later, it is difficult to. I've got to tour I'm going to tour the show I did in Edinburgh in May. I don't remember that.
Also,
the
you've
point?
lived it. You've moved past the point of it being relevant to you.
Yeah.
So you have
So
to
managed
like.
to do it in September.
Yeah, you cheeky boy. Yeah. Yeah.
That's for money, isn't it?
Yes, for money, innit?
Yeah.
I suspect that's why Bilal was doing it. At least try and get money.
Trying to get money. I am actually, my aim is, right, I'll let you know how this goes, podcasters, listeners. But the aim is I'm trying to boost all my online following stuff before my tour so I can sell it out because that's how I need to live,
Yeah.
you know? So right now I sell okay, but it's
How
just
many
okay.
Instagram followers you got?
5,000, I think.
Yeah, you got to catch up player.
How many have you got?
13,600 and counting.
That's a lot.
How many have you got?
2,000.
Yeah, but he's selling out. What are you
Yeah, he's
selling
selling out. I'm
mate?
not selling anything. It doesn't always equate, does it?
Mm.
And you do directing as well, TV stuff.
I used to direct documentaries for Sky
I didn't know
you?
that.
years ago.
Oh,
I can't even remember what they were called.
What were they about?
They were all about
people.
old people.
Were they really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Like how you fill out your will, what that's like, the sort of legal landscape of death.
Oh.
Clubs, old people clubs,
Nightclubs.
No, like
Nightclubs.
like
Like the ones Joey
clubs.
goes to.
like the ones Joey goes to. Yeah.
Yeah, the spa I went to was over 60s.
I feel like I'm sweating now from that.
Yeah,
nicotine
it's horrible,
patch.
isn't it?
It's really
I
horrible.
knew it wasn't going to be a good idea to give our guest.
You said it was mild.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're not supposed to have it in for 45 minutes.
You guys are like pushers.
I'm not. I strongly advised you against it.
Mm.
When I had it knocked me absolutely bandy. Now,
Bandy?
yeah, you never heard of that?
No.
All the kids are saying it.
That's
What
a
language
Bexley
is
Heath
that?
term,
Where's
I
that come
think.
from?
I don't
He's
know,
trying to
something my old man
invent
would
new
say.
slang.
No, I think my old man would say
A couple of
that.
weeks ago, we had a podcast guest that was very young, and he had all this slang he was doing, and it really upset us.
What was the best slang from your guys' childhood?
I like when people say sick.
Yeah. Wicked.
Wicked was when I was a child.
Rad.
Rad we never had.
Yeah, that
We
was
didn't really have
80s.
Rad.
Wicked was 90s, right?
Yeah,
When did Sick come in? Early 2000s, I
I
reckon.
think so.
Yeah. Is that Sick
I like long.
S-I-C or S-I-C-K?
CK.
Yeah.
I like long.
Long.
Long?
Long.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That's good. That's good. That's good.
It's a good one.
I quite like Low Key.
Oh yeah.
That's Low Key.
That's
Like
pretty
you
cool.
low key sold out the
Yeah.
theatre for 3 weeks.
Were you upstairs?
Which was sick.
Yeah, which was sick.
upstairs.
Upstairs.
Lovely.
Did it
innit?
feel long at any point?
Yeah. Yeah, big time.
I usually know when I'm doing my Soho theatre dates by this point, but they haven't told me, so I think they're not having me anymore.
I haven't done it.
No,
since
they'll have you.
2000.
Maybe they're waiting for you to sell out your tour and come and play the big room.
No, I think it's done.
I haven't done it since 2015.
Really?
Yeah, who cares about them? Okay, so
That's true. We are in a rival venue,
Oh yeah.
21 Soho.
Why don't you do your tour here, Bilal?
Why don't you do your show
Yeah,
here?
why did you do it 3 weeks over there when you
Why
could
are
have
you
done it here?
talking
should've
about
done
Soho
both.
Theatre?
Yeah,
I should have transferred between the two.
You could have done. Oh, you could have done the same night 2 venues for 3 weeks.
Double
Early
up.
show here, late show over there.
Double up on an hour show.
Yeah.
Just move the set across
Yeah.
through Dean Street.
Listen, if you're doing sellout runs, you can afford 2 sets,
It's true.
It's tiring, isn't it? You
and
ever
you
do
could
that?
you could franchise
That's
out your part in it to other comedians.
So you guys could do my show.
Well, Richard Herring sold a show, didn't he?
Which
That
one?
Other people, Talking Cock. Which other people performed in like Germany and stuff. I don't know how that happened. I just don't understand.
It's a good idea though, because there's
Talking
loads of
dich.
Sprechen Sie dich.
Does
It
that
means
work?
big in German.
Yeah, I know. I did it. It just
Yeah,
it got to be.
I'm relearning German because I've got. Oh, can I get onto one of my many problems?
Were you going to say something?
Well, I was just going to say it's not a bad idea franchising your stuff because there's material I did early on that's good, but I don't do anymore. Maybe 6 years ago. You just get bored of it and you move
Yeah,
on.
maybe I need to find like some
Then you
surreal
can-
young comedian and
Yeah.
sell him all my old jokes.
Exactly.
Make a couple of quid.
I think you need
get me
to
out the
stay
swear
away
jar.
from young people. You are getting a 16-year-old to edit your clips.
Yeah, stop selling young
And-
people stuff.
What's going on there? How's that?
So
Sorry, go ahead.
I want to get onto the problems portion of the show because we haven't got Ben for ages today. You know, he's got somewhere to be. Yeah. We've only got 20
All
minutes
right.
left. Done the goddamn problem yet.
Yeah, sorry, go on.
And I've got loads of problems this week. A couple of them are like mini, and one of them is slightly bigger.
Some of them are snack size.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
Fun-sized.
You're a snack.
Do you get the little Pepsi cans anymore? I don't see them.
I don't see them and they
Do you
were
think maybe
cute.
they stopped because of the environment?
I reckon aeroplanes soaked up that stock.
Do you
Yeah.
get them
You know,
on
if you go on a
planes?
plane, you get those
Do you
tiny
still get a
cans.
little?
Yeah.
I feel
Yeah.
like I've not had one for a while.
And
cans-
an even smaller packet of pretzels.
Yeah.
I've got a bit about in my stuff. But
They're good for
Anyway.
kids' parties.
Yeah.
Never mind that.
How many kids' parties do you guys go to?
None.
He goes to a lot, but when I was little, I... Sorry,
I
go
said
on.
none too quickly there.
Yeah,
None.
you did.
Right, so I've got some problems. One of
We
them
know.
is, well, 2 of them are related to you in a way, Ben.
Yeah, go for it.
So I've never known, is it Target or Targét?
It's both. I like both.
Where does it come?
Well, here's the thing. Like, the name is French.
Right.
My family is like French, Irish Huguenots.
What was that last one?
The Huguenots were the Protestant craftspeople who were expelled from France
For whittling.
for whittling really well, like too well,
Yeah.
to the point that
They'd whittled weapons.
Yeah.
No, I don't know.
like really sharp toothpicks,
Yeah.
but lethal in battle at close
You
range.
don't see them coming because it's so small.
Right.
People think you're going in for a handshake, and then out comes this.
Oh, yeah,
Sharp
yeah,
edge.
Yeah. Very sneaky assassins.
Yeah.
Your family.
Yeah.
Sorry, what were you? We interrupted you.
But at
with that.
school, like, what would the teacher, or like, how would your family pronounce it?
Both. Here's where it gets confusing. No one really knows anymore.
Right. Okay.
So I like both. But when I got onto the stand-up scene, I used both. And MCs then got really confused. So I just let it happen because I thought that was added
like
fun.
Bowie.
Yeah.
Targét.
But
right?
now everyone's just pissed off with me.
Why? Because no one knows.
No one knows.
See, I would have been more pissed off if you would have been like insistent on it being Targét. It's like Thierry Henry should be Terry Henry over here.
Should he?
Yeah, you should. He's gonna come over here and play in our league.
Wow,
gonna
he
abide
does.
by our
Joey
rules.
does
Anyway,
sometimes go racist.
But one of my little problems, this is one of my mini problems, is right. And I'd like to say, I say stand the
Mini
camera.
problems like racism light.
Yeah. Well,
it comes out every now and then.
I love my girlfriend very much. I
Good.
say that down the camera now. She's not watching or listening, so whatever. But one thing she does that really irritates me, and I think it's because she's foreign. This isn't going to start well, but it's going to end better. She's South African, right? But she really likes to pronounce things as they would be said where they originate, like carbonara,
Right.
which I think you sound like an absolute idiot if you do that. Do you know what I mean? Like paella, that kind of thing.
Gotcha.
Targét.
Paella.
See?
Yeah.
That's a mini problem I've got.
Does she
That
do it
annoys
with
me.
everything?
No, not everything.
Well, you should. The way to fix that. I mean, it's not a good way because it will cause big rows for hours. But when she
We
picks,
don't row. We've got
when she picks a word where she doesn't do it, you should
I
be
should
like,
do it.
"Why haven't you done it?"
like,
with that
like
then.
calculator.
What accent? I don't know.
I tried to do an ambiguous accent on purpose.
Calculator.
It's kind of like an American robot voice.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
It feels like you're trying to speak tech.
Yeah. And yeah, so I thought it's less of a problem, more of just that I wanted. It's not even really a problem. I just thought it'd be fun to bring up because your name is Targét.
I quite like
And she says
saying
carbonara.
I quite like saying things
Carbonara.
as they're meant to be said, like as in wherever they've originated from.
Oh.
But people do look at you like you're a prick.
Yeah.
But I can take it.
Okay.
So I think, you know.
She's just take it on the chin. She wants to do
Exactly.
it. Okay,
Yeah,
great.
That's that solved.
Next
Yeah.
one. We kind of slightly talked about this off air.
Go for it. I'm ready.
How to? I guess I'm starting to go bald.
I can't tell, really.
You can if you look in there. It's like
So you're saying it's thinning?
yeah.
Has it
Through the middle.
have you started
Through
to
the
get the sides going?
No, but it's the middle,
Right.
and it's like I didn't notice you go bald.
Yeah.
Just now you've got a shaved head, and you didn't used to have one.
I think I went bald when I was 29,
Oh,
and it happened kind of overnight.
did it?
Yeah. Like I used to have really quite big,
Oh, did you?
boofy hair.
Sorry, Joey's tummy made
we've
a
had this
noise again.
before.
I don't know if you could hear that.
We had this in another episode.
Turn
about
the sound right up. Go back a second. Turn it loud.
We're
Because it
being,
was good.
we're being heckled by your digestive tract.
Listen, I went out for a mate's birthday curry last night.
Yeah.
3 weeks in a row that's happened. But and
Wait, you've been
and
going
drank
out.
loads,
Yeah.
hungover, and then I think that little sandwich I had just now.
Yeah.
It's
You wolfed it down, didn't
I
you?
wolfed
Too
it down,
fast.
and man, my system is making a few.
I'm
creaking
sorry. I'm
noises.
sorry for interrupting, but it was a really good noise.
Can I
It
just say
was
to the viewer at
good.
home, it is just like a stomach noise. It's not. I'm not like farting in the studio
Yet.
yet.
Yeah.
I reckon I can make it for the next 15 minutes and then.
Okay. Let's wrap up in 10 then. Get out of this dungeon.
So yeah, like what I guess what I'm saying is you've done it pretty gracefully,
Like,
and also.
yeah.
So I just want some advice on it, really.
Well,
At
I
some
think
point, I can't have long hair. It's either do a full like Hulk Hogan, Terry Nutkin kind of thing,
yeah.
or just go. At some point, you've got to buzz it off.
I think
How do you know?
Do you want to keep it or not? Do you
I keep it.
care?
I've started putting rosemary oil on my hair.
Have you taken any of the medicines that pop up on?
I did for a while, but I didn't notice it. So now I'm doing rosemary oil to see if that.
That's a TikTok trend, isn't it? Yeah, it is.
Does that mean it's
It
not
depends. I think there's nothing wrong. Go to Istanbul, get a little thing done.
real?
Why
I
not?
am not selling out the Soho Theatre for 3 weeks to be able to afford to go to
It's-
Istanbul.
Everything's a lot cheaper there. That's the point.
I know.
I think whatever you do, you just got to commit to it.
Yeah.
You know, like Danny DeVito's bald, but he's kept the side patches going.
Mm.
And in Twins, didn't he go real long at the back?
Yeah.
He had a skullet, you know, where it's like
Good film.
not a bad film. You know, they're thinking of making another one.
Who's going to be in it?
Triplets.
Yeah, triplets. Genuinely, the pitch I heard that it was going to be Danny DeVito, Arnold Schwarzenegger, and Eddie Murphy as triplets.
No.
I'm not even
Are
making
you
that up.
directing it?
I'm not sure they would let me.
Now that is good advice. I guess I've got to admit that it's happening. I guess the problem is people are telling me it's not happening. I have been noticing over the last 5 years that it is slowly happening. It is like global warming. A lot of people are denying this climate change that's going on top of my head.
Are you saying that you going bald is like as cataclysmic in people's minds as the planet dying?
In my own mind, yeah.
Right.
Because it's like, oh, I'm not going to look young and cool anymore.
He's his own little Earth, isn't he?
Yeah.
And it's dying.
Wow.
I have a
Wow.
problem.
What's your
He had
problem?
some coffee and a sandwich. He has these bursts of energy now. My problem is, well, it's something that I'd like to ask your advice on. And that's because I'm like, I do really weird stuff online, creative stuff. But on stage, it's more kind of straight stand-up.
Yeah.
But how do I combine the two? Like, I think eventually I'm going to become a weird guy who does weird shows. But I'm nowhere near.
I've got loads of jokes I can sell you.
So me.
Well, I think the heart of your work, the weird stuff online and the straighter stuff on stage, is just great storytelling. Like, you're really good at building worlds.
Yeah.
So my advice would be like maybe keep the kind of like storytelling thrust of the classic stand-up, but then bring in odder elements from the online to lift the story.
Yeah, that's cool. I'm just so like not from like a theatre-y background that whenever someone does anything that isn't stand-up, it's
Okay,
like,
here's what you do.
Yeah, go on.
You ask Ben to direct your show. He'll be almost certainly too expensive, and then I'll do it for cheaper.
All right, how much?
So you're like the Turkish implants of directing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Come on, give me a quote right now.
How many people are we selling this thing to?
What you mean? You mean how big is the audience?
Yeah.
30.
30
night?
people.
Yeah, 30
Or ever.
people a night.
Okay. For how long? How long's the tour?
You're trying to get him cheap.
2 weeks.
You're saying that.
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
You're trying to get him cheap.
I think you're going to lose a lot of money.
Yeah. I think you have to have more audience.
All right. Well, how can we make this work? What do you want?
I reckon we should try and sell Wembley out,
Oh,
Wembley Arena, and then I'll go on a percentage of the profit.
why can't you do a percentage of the 20-seater? Which, by the way, it's Joey's
He's not
flat.
going to make no damn money.
He'll make a percentage.
I'll make
Are you
about.
gonna Airbnb out my flat so you can
Did
put a
you
show
do
on
it pro bono?
I don't do it pro bono, unless
He's a bad guy.
I'm anti-Bono. I don't like his music.
What's Bono got to do with this? Is he directing as well?
Bono
Oh,
He's doing a little.
did a little joke. And
it
then
was
stuck
good.
his tongue out
I'm
to
just
the
slow
camera.
today.
Oh,
No,
you're
since you've
okay.
had that nicotine
Yeah,
patch.
Yeah,
nicotine.
that messed
I'm
you
not
up.
even in the room.
We should do that to all our guests. It's like a truth serum.
Yeah.
It's like low level CIA interrogation.
Yeah.
So you're saying
Coffee and a nicotine patch, and
You're
just gentle
saying-
truths.
story is the most important thing.
100%.
Okay. And then you pop all the other nonsense in there.
Yeah. Use it to elevate.
Ben,
Yeah.
That's a great answer.
that is a great answer. That's why I just said, Ben, get ready for the next bit. What's your problem?
Well, I guess it touches a little bit on the balding thing and the whole age thing. How I'm pushing 40. How do I appropriately address? How do I
What's that
approach?
like?
Feels good, actually. It feels good. Like, I felt a bit lost in my 20s. Didn't
Yeah.
really know who I was, but I feel far more comfortable in myself now. Except I'm not really sure how to dress for my 40s.
Giacomo. Giacomo.
Wow.
Jamie Redknapp.
Yeah.
No,
Giacomo.
that is a terrible piece of advice.
That is how they dress when
No,
they're... That's
no,
how
no, no,
40-year-olds dress.
No, that's not how all 40-year-olds dress, and I
Jake
can help you out with
Humphries.
this massively. As somebody who's changed their look quite often to try and suit their age. I got caught out a bit in my early 30s, but I was still dressing like I was an indie kid in Camden in the year 2001.
He had a little hat.
I managed to basically what you want to do, Ben, is you want to find somebody in your age bracket who you like the style of, and then you just kind of magpie bits from that.
Gotcha.
Jeremy Redknapp.
So, for example, and I'm just going off of your posters and stuff that I've seen in the past, you know, and I'm kind of this church as well.
Mm-hmm.
Wes Anderson,
Gotcha.
yeah. Anything that someone's wearing in a Wes Anderson film, you could get away with.
Like corduroy suits and knitted ties.
I think it's about colours. I think it's about block colours.
Okay.
Yeah.
What are you saying?
Uniqlo.
Like maroon? Passionate colours? Subdued colours?
So I like pastel colours. I'm not doing that today, but like that's a thing I go for.
I think pastel colours look really good on old people.
Mm.
Like really good. And maybe when people are in their 20s and briefly into yacht rock, ironically.
Mm.
But I think pastels in your 40s.
But I'm saying for you,
feels
you
like
have
you're
to
trying
pick
to
your
say
own thing.
something.
No, I think you've got to pick your own like colour swatch.
Gotcha.
What if you
I
just
think
wore
maroons
like
would be good for you.
Yeah?
I think
maroon's
but
nice? What if you just
autumnal.
wore like black lipstick?
Goth. Full
Just
goth.
black lipstick. No.
Nothing
Everything else
else.
normal.
Black lipstick.
Everything else
Naked.
normal. Naked.
Yeah.
Go to the sauna with Joey. Black lipstick on.
I feel like if I wore black lipstick, I might look like I've got a serious medical issue.
Yeah, I just remember when I was little, my brother told me that there was like a poster of a lady with black lipstick on, and my brother told me that witches wear black lipstick, and I believed it.
Right. I think the witch look is a good vibe.
Mm-hmm. Pointy hat.
Yeah, pointy hat, cover
Yeah.
my bald pate. Black lipstick, cloak. Carry around a broom.
Mm-hmm.
Be helpful. Clean things a little bit.
Do you ever watch Queer Eye?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's great.
Yeah. Have you learnt any makeover stuff from that? But
Just,
you look
just the
all
French,
right.
just the French tuck.
The French tuck, yeah.
Actually, I got that going on now.
Yeah, by accident.
Accident.
They just take guys and like trim their beard and comb their hair.
Yeah, and tell
And
them
give them
that
a nice
everything's
shirt.
going to be all right.
Yeah, teach them to cook as well.
Yeah.
You don't need that though. I think you look all right, to be honest.
Thank you.
It's fair enough that you want to maybe change things up a bit, but you don't need a makeover.
Okay.
Yeah, you
They
are
wouldn't
actually
have you
quite
on-
stylish, Ben, already.
They
And
wouldn't
I don't
have
think
you on
that-
Queer Eye.
I
I'd
wouldn't
say
look
no.
at you
That's
and be
a
like,
shame.
he's dressing too young for his age.
I quite want to go on Queer Eye just so Bobby will give me a new apartment.
Do
That'd
they
be
do
nice.
that?
Yeah, they like completely revamp.
Oh,
your
they
apartment.
redo it. Yeah. Yeah, that is a nice bit.
You know, everything else is quite cute. You know, Anthony comes in, cooks you a nice meal.
Have you got your own place?
I don't.
No.
No,
so
I
you
live-
don't get to decorate it.
Not really. I live in a basement apartment with a friend who owns the property and has stuffed my room full of things that they can't fit in the other places in the house.
Oh, no.
So I played sort of like big person Jenga during lockdown and tried to organize it all in a way that looked like I might have chosen this stuff, but it still doesn't feel me.
Yeah, right.
No, I mean, what kind of things are we talking about?
Like a wardrobe the size that Narnia could fit in,
Air fryer.
Air fryer?
air fryer,
Cool. Surfboard?
surfboard.
Bongos.
Yeah,
Really building up a picture of this house, mate.
yeah.
Yeah.
Telephone box, one of those red telephone boxes. It's weird. It's a
Yeah.
collection.
Yeah.
But I don't. Back to the problem at hand. I don't think there's anything about what you wear that says it's of the wrong age and you look cool already. So I think you need to worry about it.
Got an earring?
Keep doing what you're doing.
Thanks. Yeah, I've had these for a while.
When did you get those?
I got them. I think I got them
From
just
Claire's.
before. Yeah. Went to get my ears pierced alongside a lot of 12-year-old girls. It was weird. It was weird.
Have you seen that? Have you seen that Tim Robinson sketch from I Think You Should Leave, where it's the video in Claire's Accessories of how to have your ears pierced that they make like people watch before they get their ears pierced for the first time, and it's like a young girl, she's like about 13, and this really old guy watching this video. It's really,
He is funny.
he is very funny.
I always wanted my ears pierced.
When you get your ears pierced.
I used to have it pierced. I used to have a
you?
Tottenham Hotspur earring in there.
Are you serious?
Yeah, yeah. And a
Oh,
night
you're
tick.
such a...
What like a dangly bird
like-
on a hanging,
No,
standing
like
on a
little-
ball?
Yeah, but just like there, like... You know, it was just a... what do you call
Like a
that? Where you got
stud.
stud, yeah.
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 stud with the bird.
Yeah, I had a hoop earring in for a bit. It didn't look good. And then in the end, I just gave up completely.
Right.
It's healed over now.
Tottenham Hotspur.
Sorry, earring.
I mean,
fans.
you dress real smart,
Thanks.
but I'd say this is almost too old for you.
Yeah,
This
today,
is pushing
just a
like
different-
owner of a golf club vibe.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just... Sometimes I like to experiment on the podcast with my looks just to see, you know, you got to look different every episode.
Yeah.
Today, I've opened a golf club. Bilal's
You've opened a golf
one of his
club.
one of his old cat hair jumpers again.
This is a lovely jumper.
It's
off of
gorgeous.
ASOS. It's
Look at
very
that.
cozy.
As
Look at
seen
that
on
cable
screen.
net.
I know, right?
He
Very
loves a
nice
cable
and
net.
cozy.
And the flex going on in the wall. It's
Oversized.
nice.
Flex in the wall is nice. I'll give you that.
It's very
Thank you.
tasteful.
Nice and
But it's supposed
oversized.
to be oversized.
I'm getting
Yeah.
like
Nice.
country walk on a Sunday vibe.
Look at it. It's quite...
Yeah,
Yeah, but if you started walking in that, you get so hot.
you would.
I wouldn't walk in this. No. Stop it.
Okay. Nobody can hear it. Apart from you.
Yeah.
So, have you got a listener's problem?
No.
Oh, no. I ask you every week. You're never ready.
I don't know if we have any more listeners' problems. I will do a quick check.
Oh, well, I've got one if not.
We have listeners sending problems.
Yeah.
Today I got some tweets, but usually it would be gotaproblemmate@gmail.com. That's an email. So pop us an email.
Okay. You want this one?
Yeah, go on.
Okay, this one's from
Yeah.
Sophie. Not real name.
Okay.
No, it probably is. I don't know. How am I supposed to know? It says Sophie on the email.
Yeah, what's Sophie say?
Sophie says, I'm in a very exciting stage of dating somebody at the moment.
Ooh.
I love this
Yeah.
already.
In a very exciting stage of dating somebody at the moment. We've been casually dating for 6 weeks now, and we kind of took a little bit of time getting down to it, if you know what I mean. I think we all know
Scrabble?
what she means.
Scrabble.
Everything about him so far has been great. He's a very thoughtful, nice, kind, caring, and interesting guy. However, when we did finally get it on, the anticipation was maybe a bit too much, and it was very underwhelming. I am worried that I don't have time to teach him how to be good in bed. I feel like he should just know that straight away. What do you guys think?
So not what we're used to getting here.
This feels very personal. How do we solve this, guys? Do we get in there and teach?
Yeah.
Well,
But also,
we've all been with people who, I guess, we've all been with people who are bad in bed, and if you haven't, it's you.
Why are you looking at me?
No, but have you never sometimes I've slept with people that I've slept with girls that I really fancied, and then in my mind I put them on too much of a pedestal, and it just wasn't anywhere near as good.
Well, I mean, if it's happened once, it's probably just nervous. Like, give it another go.
Yeah.
Give it time.
I mean, if you've been hanging out for 6 weeks, there's time. You got patience there.
Yeah. For God's sakes.
I mean, what else is going on?
I mean, that's the
That's
whole of
it.
the email.
Nothing.
What else is
What
going on?
What else is going
Nothing.
on? So guys at home, what else is going on?
Yeah, I mean, it's a bit of an awkward one.
But I have had it where I had an ex-girlfriend, and at first I was like, there's no connection in that way there. And over time it does improve.
Yeah. Sometimes the chemistry isn't there straight away.
Give it time, be patient, write a gratitude list.
Yeah. Can you combine the things? Can you try and have sex and write a gratitude list at the same time?
Write it on,
Your
in a
handwriting
Sharpie
would be
Yeah.
very wobbly.
on his back. Yeah, that's it really, isn't it?
All right.
Yeah.
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 I'd be like, I would be like, here's what I'm into. Do that like that. Put that there. Don't put that there. Touch that bit. Don't touch that bit. And then there we go.
But then don't you risk diminishing discoveries. If you just tell someone what you want straight away, they work their way through their list, and then it gets boring.
Make it like an escape room. Put everything.
Hold on.
Write everything down.
What does that mean?
Write everything down.
No,
and be like,
don't
if
trap
you
them in
find
a
the
room.
list,
Don't trap anyone in a
it'll
room.
tell you what to do. Make a game of it.
You can't say make it like an escape room.
Just make it fun.
Give it time. What are they called? Sophie.
Sophie, give
You
it
want-
time.
Yeah, man. Relax.
No? People can be taught. I've taught many lovers how to be better at their job.
At their job. Oh dear. You keep revealing more and more.
Well, it's nice that you pay your lovers.
Yeah.
That's nice. It's
That's
respectful.
nice.
I
It's
pay my friends
respectful.
to hang out with me. I pay Bilal to do this podcast with me.
He pays me thousands. It's sad because
Does he?
he's losing a lot
So
of
you
money.
can afford me as a director then?
No, it's all gone.
Okay.
It's all gone on the coffees.
And the cable knit jumpers.
Yeah.
So, Ben, what have you got coming up that people might
Tour.
want to get involved in? The tour?
That's right.
Yeah.
The tour's coming up. Working on a few people's shows.
Mhm.
Rob Copland, great stand-up.
Oh yeah.
Susan Harrison, great improviser. Katie Pritchard.
How do you work on an improviser's show when they're improvising?
Oh, that's a good point.
You
just say
You're
what's
not
good.
needed.
Yeah.
yeah.
You just sit there as a solo audience
Katie
member.
Pritchard's show as well.
Yeah, she's great.
That's really good.
She's really great.
Yeah.
Great musical comedian.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I'm trying to write a film.
Oh, I'd like to do that, but it seems
Yeah.
hard.
I'm also
It's
trying to do
hard.
that kind of thing.
Yeah, your film idea is great.
Well, thank you. I have a bunch of them, but start writing them, and I'm like, this is crap. Who'd watch
you need
this?
You need some more confidence.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe I'll get your life coach. That you're.
Yeah, or I can teach you how to be better in bed.
What? I'm really sorry about this today. He's had too much sugar, and he's not supposed to have white bread because he gets like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that is what it might be, actually.
Yeah.
White bread basically is sugar. You've just eaten
There
a
you go.
slab of
There you
sugar.
go, and he's had
Great.
he's had 2 coffees.
And I'm hungover for a third
He's had
week
to
in
put
a
his
row.
watch in there, not having that back. Well,
It's a
listen,
Casio.
it's been an absolute pleasure having you on.
Thank you.
Where can people find out about your tour? BenTargét.com.
you
Don't
have
go
a
on
website?
Target.com. That is different.
I'd avoid bentarget.com
yeah.
because I've
You
had
don't
that
pay
website for 12 years and I've not done anything with it.
Do you pay for that?
Instagram.
It's just about 30 quid a year. It just says, I can see you,
Oh, yeah, it does.
which
That
is
is it. And then your email
now,
address.
looking back,
But
creepy.
if you go on there, you can get Ben's personal email address.
It's true.
Which is nice. Which is bentarget@gmail.com. I've saved you the...
The best way to
Is that
keep in
all right?
touch is on the socials.
Do you Twitter,
Instagram.
Instagram?
I'm quite good on Instagram.
Oh, are you now?
Yeah.
I'm going to follow you on Instagram because I feel
Do I
bad that
follow
don't.
you?
Yeah, I
maybe.
think so. And Twitter.
And keep an eye out for the tour coming to a place near you, possibly.
Should I start a newsletter?
Yes.
Is that piece of things people
I
do?
started it. I didn't really like doing it.
Yeah.
Or maybe I'll do it.
Because you get email, it tells you when people have unsubscribed from your newsletter, and I found it heartbreaking.
That is brutal.
I was like, why?
Yeah. Digital rejection straight
Exactly.
to your inbox.
Exactly.
Mainlining rejection.
Yeah, very upsetting.
Should we point out that you can also... There's also a book of your tour.
I would
Sure.
love that, yeah.
Yeah.
What is that?
Lorenzo, the book.
It's the story, lots of
Let me tell you
drawings.
this. It's $8.79 in paperback or $8.79 in an ebook. That's a rip-off. This should be cheap for an
What are you
ebook.
doing?
No, I'm
E-book? It's not even a book.
I didn't actually consent to the ebook. I think that comes free.
Why is it $8.79
Are
for the
you
ebook as well? That's
It was-
reduced.
from $10.99? It's not going well.
It's sold out at the National Theatre Bookshop.
Oh,
So I think
Jesus.
that's why they started
They're
selling it
de-booking it.
online.
Yeah.
How are you selling all these things out?
I just stand outside the National being like, get in there, buy a book.
And
Well,
then
Forget
walk up to
Shakespeare,
Soho.
forget Beckett.
I hope I get to catch your
Rob
show
Beckett's
properly.
got a book out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's about being a dad.
Yeah.
He's the only one who's ever experienced that,
Yeah.
which is why it's sold so well.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming.
People at home, this one's really petering out now. I'd switch off now.
No, that's not how you do it. No, we end it. They don't just switch off. It doesn't keep going.
Yeah.
Do you think this is recording non-stop?
Yeah.
Like it's
the
live
cameras,
radio.
The cameras keep rolling.
Thank you for joining us, everybody. Have a
Till
nice
next
week
time.
and all of that, etc.
Which is next week.
And your Christmas prep starting, isn't it? Do
I'm
all
going to
of
South
that.
Africa.
Goodbye.